You may know Jeremy Scott as the quirky, playful creative director of Moschino. What you may not know is that the cheeky designer has a full-blown obsession with Uggs. The love runs so deep, he revamped the brand's classic boot silhouette with painted-on flames and bejeweled florals. The limited edition collaboration launches today, in select stores and online. And these aren't your house boots. Uggs Jeremy Scott styles start at $90 and cap out at a cool $1,195. Before the big reveal, Glamour caught up with Scott to discuss his appreciation of the sheepskin-lined footwear, as well as the inspiration behind the campaign, which stars Jasmine Sanders, aka Golden Barbie, and Lil Yachty. Read on. Glamour, tell us about the first pair of Uggs you ever owned. Jeremy Scott, I actually tried a pair on at the Ugg store in Honolulu when I was on vacation 3 years ago. I was debating about getting them, but felt a little hesitant because I was like, everyone's just going to think I'm wearing a girl's shoe. I don't know if I can do this. Then, after I got back to LA, I went to the Grove and tried on a pair again. There, I was like, I don't care what anybody thinks, I'm getting them. I wore them to the movies, then, I kept wearing them more until I just couldn't stop wearing them. I just fell in love. Actually, this whole thing came about very organically. My assistant happened to meet the people that do Uggs PR by chance and said, Jeremy loves Uggs, he wears them all the time, and they were like, what? We would love to do something with you. So, it really came about in a very genuine way because of my undercover love of Uggs. Glamour, how many Uggs do you own right now? JS, I'm a little more spoiled now, I have several. I have a couple that live in Milan, so that they're there when I get there. There's a couple that live in Palm Springs when I'm there, and then there's some, of course, floating around my house here, in Los Angeles. Glamour, and that first pair, what style were they? JS, this, classic style. This is my ultimate favorite. I also have the men's ones that lace up. My mom got me a pair for Christmas a couple years ago too. I mean, that's how much I love them. It's like a Christmas gift from my mom. Glamour, what inspired you to want to remake the classic silhouette? JS, this is such an iconic shape and look, so to be able to put my take on something that I love and play with an icon, that's why I wanted to keep the brown, which, to me, is the most indicative of the brand. That's what I was doing with the flames and the Ugg Life designs, and, of course, with the jeweled ones, which also come in brown as well as in black. I loved playing with the iconography of it, what people think of it instead of subverting it. I wanted to keep the root, and then subvert on top of it, instead of subverting the root. Glamour, anytime you see that boot shape, there's a sense of nostalgia. What do you think is the most seminal Ugg moment in pop culture? JS, it's definitely Britney Spears and Kate Hudson in Malibu, like the jean skirt, going to get a Starbucks. You know what I mean? That's where it got branded in our brains, through the tabloids. It was like, what are they, where are they going, what are they doing, like, what's on their feet? Glamour, we remember those paparazzi photos. Let's talk about the campaign. Why did you choose Lil Yachty and Jasmine Sanders to front it? JS, Lil Yachty was perfect because I thought about the flames and the red and his character. He's just so colorful and cute and fresh. Also, I brought him as one of my guests for the Met Gala, and he was wearing Ugg slippers when he came for his fitting. I was thinking, oh wow, he actually already loves them and wears them. I thought it'd be great for him to be part of it, because of the authenticity of someone that loves the brand, and wears it already. Then, of course, he loves the flamboyance of what I do, so it was kind of perfect. And Jasmine, she's gorgeous, let's start there, and she's someone whom I've championed for several years. I was the first person to put her on the runway, and I love that she keeps rising and doing new things. I thought she'd look beautiful in this kind of California desert, but still playing with a hip-hop and lowrider car culture and mix of things. It felt very California to me, this collection, and Uggs in general, so I wanted to capture that mood. Glamour, talk to us about high-low fashion. Your capsule collection is a higher price point than a normal UGG. What do you think will draw people to these limited edition styles? JS, I always love trying to put my arms around more people. As a designer, it's a great compliment when people wear your clothes or buy your products, so to do things that are more affordable and have more of a distribution is always very exciting, especially when I can still bring my personality in complete, heavy doses. It's not a diluted version of me, it's a very clear,